What's good with y'all? This your boy Father Mike in the building. John Gigolo ain't here right now, so it's gonna be me and AyeeXay. What's good, Zay?
What it do? What's cracking? What it is? It's your man AyeeXay, aka Sadius Young, aka Royal Rugrat, aka my bitch don't love me no more.
AKA that's too much information. But yeah,
I mean,
man,
it's the truth though. So I mean, hey,
I don't think they wanted to hear that at
no,
all.
well, this is therapy for me, so I'm telling you all that.
Okay. All right. Anyway, on to the next. So
On
yeah,
to the
man.
next nigga. I'm trying to tell you my pain, and y'all niggas, all right, man, whatever. Nigga, I'm surviving life.
surviving, surviving life. At least you ain't surviving R. Kelly, man. That's
Hey man,
never.
this
That's really
remix to
good.
Ignition. I fresh out the kitchen.
Oh, don't sing it. Don't sing it.
I'm sorry,
Don't
bro. I
sing
don't care, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to listen to the music. I'm sorry. I feel bad because, like, nigga, everything surrounded around me is low key R. Kelly related. It is like we can't get rid of this man. How hard we try. He's a disgusting man, but like, we can't get rid of him.
I mean, we could get rid of him. It's easy to get
Bro,
rid of
he
him.
wrote for Michael Jackson.
And Michael Jackson also wrote for Michael Jackson. So
Nigga, what does that mean?
exactly. Meaning we don't need that nigga, man.
Anyway,
You
all
feel
right,
me?
yeah, okay, sure.
We don't need him. It's all good, man. I already deleted all the songs from R. Kelly off my
You
playlist.
for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Every song except one.
Nah.
What song was it? The song You Saved Me. I was like, I can't delete this song. That's the one song I can't delete.
Bro,
It's like
I still haven't deleted Chocolate Factory.
Not delete that joint real quick.
What?
Because I was listening to Snake and I was like, oh my gosh. And I just thought about, have you ever seen the video?
No, I don't even know that song.
It's a song called Snake on the tape. And he was like, I want to see you move your body like a snake. And then when I was listening, oh God, forgive me. When I was listening, in the video, the little girl is literally dancing like she has a problem with herself. Like she can't dance for nothing, bro. Like I don't know what she's trying to do, like a belly whine or something. I was just
okay. I'm glad I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was so disturbing, bro. Like it was just like, bro, how did R. Kelly even get hard to this? Like, one that's already underage. But even if she was of age, just that dancing alone, I would have been like, all right, bro, you got to get out, because it was just like, what is going on? And then she was moving it.
Wait. Before you keep going, before you want to go on and more in depth, do you want to explain to people what we're talking about?
Okay, so for y'all that have been living under a rock and all that, we're talking about Surviving R. Kelly. It's the series that came on Lifetime that is documenting the horrendous acts of the famous singer slash writer slash whatever, R. Kelly, and how he's been abusing, trapping, manipulating, harassing, infesting women among the years. And this man seems,
That was a great description.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm actually going to be a journalist for the New York Times. You ain't know that, huh?
Nah. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, so basically, it was just a whole bunch of survivors coming up, journalists that was interviewing him, TV personalities, other artists, his ex-wife, who still has a name for some reason. But hey,
that I'm perplexed about that. I don't.
I mean,
after all the stuff she said, he dead, and you still
exactly. You keeping his name? Come on, man. I don't get that part.
So what was your like reaction to the whole series and everything?
It was like the whole time I was just really like, this isn't new. Like, I'm not surprised by the fact that he did all this stuff. I'm just in shock about how in depth he went with everything.
Yeah, it's like certain
Like,
things we knew from years, but like
yeah, it was
it's
like,
like
of course
more
we
came
knew.
out.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was like you knew he was touching girls, little girls. You knew he was, you know, keeping them in houses and stuff like that. But when they like explain to the extent that he was doing this stuff, it was just like mind-boggling. Like, how can a person be this crazed and this twisted
And
and it doesn't even see it? Like, he doesn't see it at all. Like, he doesn't see any fault in what he's doing.
yeah, like he's trying to get the people to sue Lifetime and stuff like that. But before we get deep into him and like his psyche and what like he's did to
He
these
gonna win that
people,
case.
I mean, we also got to put into perspective what happened to him, because his brother and him came out and said that their older sister was molesting him and stuff and that as a kid. So it's like now not giving him an excuse, because not an excuse, like you still shouldn't have done what you done. But if you understand, hurt people hurt people. So I understand why he might be doing this to other people, but it still doesn't give him an excuse. Like that's
Yeah.
horrible. At the end of the day, that's horrible. You shouldn't be doing that. You should reverse the curse instead of keep putting the curse down or pushing it. You feel me? But it's just like that's like the shit that they was going through was disgusting. Like his family, it's something weird with that family because he wanted to marry his mom, his sister doing stuff to him, uncles, aunts. Like it's disgusting.
I don't know if it was the drugs back then in Chicago, but them niggas was tweaking. That was,
I hope that's not a norm in Chicago. I thought the niggas bust their guns. I didn't think they did that. But let me stop because these niggas would kill me. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Come on, you know them niggas are drug addicts.
Hey man.
But hey, you know what I'm saying?
And my thing
Hey,
is,
you
throughout
can
the
pray
whole
for him.
series, bro, even though Carrie, like his youngest brother, Carrie, even though he's not all and well for everything too, he seems like he has the most sense out of all the family members.
Yeah, that exactly. Yeah, I feel like he was like, I would say he would probably is like the black sheep of the family
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like sanity.
Yeah,
Because the older one, he already looks like he lost all of his marbles,
and he in
like
jail on
his
top
teeth,
of that. How this nigga in jail, but R. Kelly not?
because he ain't famous.
True.
He a regular nigga. So it's
True.
like, you a regular nigga. We for sure gonna put your ass in jail. Like, don't think you got the power because you his brother. You ain't him.
True. You ain't make I believe I can fly, nigga.
Exactly. You ain't got the background that he got, nigga.
You ain't
Like,
produced age ain't nothing but a number. Oh, never mind.
damn.
I feel like
Man.
that part on part one when they talk about the whole Aaliyah situation, I feel like, I mean, she really can't defend herself. So it's like I don't understand why they bring that part up. But also it's like so many other people contribute to that happening. Like, yo, a lot of niggas should be arrested for that, bruh. Cause it's just like, bruh, the nigga said that he forged what was the name
Yeah,
drink
if
again?
anything, he should be arrested.
Yeah, he should be
Off
arrested.
that.
The producer should be arrested because he said that he came into the studio and saw girls that look underage, but he was like, "It's not my business, and I'm not asking for IDs."
I
Like,
mean, but then
what?
again, it's like the only reason I would say that I would even expect the music producer to get arrested is because, I mean, the fact that, I mean, he was like, he had an idea, but he didn't have any like assurance that that was the case. And it's like,
But if you're coming into the studio, first of all, it's a studio, and he has makeshift rooms in there, and then you see multiple females in makeshift rooms that don't raise alarm to you.
no, because you live in, bro, especially, bro, there's a lot of artists that just have multiple women just in multiple rooms, just waiting for them. It's a thing. They're called groupies, brother. It's like
Yeah,
a
but
regular thing in the
you
industry.
know the
So it's
difference
like,
between a
and
groupie.
then,
You know the difference between a groupie and a high schooler. Come on now.
but I'm saying, if you have no assurance, say those weren't, in this case, say those weren't underage girls. Those are just girls that look mad young. And we all know girls that look mad young, but they even older than us. So say you like, all right, bro, I ain't rocking with this. You report them to the authorities. They show the IDs. They 21. Now it's like you just looking like a buster. Like you just looking dumb as hell.
I mean, Okay, I can see what you're saying that, but 9 times out
So
of
I
10,
feel
that's
like
not happening.
him.
You can tell if somebody's a kid and if somebody's a grown adult, like just by mannerisms and everything. Like you could
But he
definitely.
said all he did was just look at him. He didn't talk to him or anything.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
All he did, he said, he just saw him. He just saw a naked girl, and then he saw other girls in other rooms, and that was it.
My thing
So
is,
it's like in that case, you're like, hey, bro, let me just mind my business. But I feel like if he knew, because I feel like he knew something else. But like if he knew anything else, then I would hold him accountable. But if you literally just saw him and then you just walked out and was like, hey, bro, I ain't, because that could be wrong. Because like back then, that's when um, people weren't even thinking about R. Kelly as being like, a child molester or something like that.
true.
Like none of that was coming out. So it was probably like, all right, man, I could probably be wrong. I'm probably tripping.
I mean, it shouldn't. Niggas should have thought that. A 27-year-old man is on national TV matching the Mickey Mouse outfits with a 15-year-old.
No, this was even before that though.
Man,
Yeah, that instance happened before that. All that stuff even happened. Like before he was even talking to Ali or anything like that.
I hear you. You're right, but it's like, nigga, if a 27-year-old man come on national TV with a Mickey Mouse outfit on, matching with a teenager, nigga, y'all better call the authorities right now.
Nah, yeah, they should have called the authorities as soon as she was like, "How old are you?" She was like, "It's a secret." Oh hell no! I'm like, oh hell no! I'm like, yo, security,
Wait, she said that?
get this man off the set. I can't do it,
bro. I did not hear her say that.
Yes, bro. That was
No, I
like
think
one
she
of the
said
first
it's a secret
questions.
about their relationship.
No, that was one of the first questions. She was like, "So, Aaliyah, how old are you?" She was like, "Shh, it's a secret." Huh?
What?
Huh?
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
If I hear that answer, I'm
Bro,
like,
I did
"All
not
right,
hear that
man, we
question.
cut this off.
No,
We cut this off,
I
man."
was remember looking at the interview and they was talking about like how like they found it weird that they just kept saying like the whole relationship thing, like it was up in the air, like we just work with each other. It's like it was weird.
Yeah, because they was like, "So, are you guys seeing each other?" They was like, "No, we're best friends." He's like, "Yeah." R. Kelly was like, "Yeah, that's my best friend." Yeah. What?
What 27-year-old man is being best friends with a 15-year-old?
It's like, come on now. I know you're an interviewer, but you got to see that.
Yeah.
Like off the off rip, bro. You gotta see that. Like, okay, these niggas clearly fronting. Like, clearly, I mean, of course, you can't do much because like they're not answering your questions.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, come on, bro. You should see that right now.
My thing is, right, they said that they have proof of him chilling at the McDonald's and coming up to the high school to meet people and find backup dancers and stuff like that. Even teachers was telling him like, "Yo, you need to get out of here." Like, y'all didn't think to call the cops then?
If this nigga has better attendance than the actual students, like,
Yeah, like he's hanging around the high school.
like, come
That's
on, bro. How does R. Kelly get perfect attendance? How? He dropped out. Like, come on, man. How?
this is a lot of people failed, man. A lot of people failed those young girls, and it's sad. But you know,
And I feel,
them bodyguards though, they definitely need to go to jail.
yeah,
It's
they the
like,
main culprits.
bruh, he was giving them tasks to go to the mall and be like, "Oh, I want this type of chick." He was picking chicks out like Build a Bear, bruh. He was playing
Hey,
Build a Teenager, bro. He was like,
build a team.
bruh.
That's But the thing that no, the one person, like they're all main culprits, but the one main person that truly just like made me like, bro, what's wrong with you? Was the dude, Andre's brother, Andre, whatever her name is, the
His
former
wife,
bodyguard, huh?
his wife.
Yeah, R. Kelly's wife's brother,
Oh, her
because
wife.
he was a former security guard for R. Kelly.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in the series. He was the bald guy I was talking.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that was her brother though.
Yeah, that's her brother. So it's like you was helping this nigga
Time out.
even when
You sure?
even
Come on.
before.
Now I
No, it's her
can't fathom
brother.
that now
Yo,
because
that's
it's
her
like,
brother. It said it under the thing. It said Andrea's brother.
wait, so you're helping R. Kelly cheat on your sister, but on top of that, you're
No,
helping him cheat with young
even
girls.
even before his sister went with R. Kelly. You're helping this man get underage girls. You know that, and you still let your sister mess with that man. Like, come on, bruh.
Yeah,
That
people do anything for money, man.
is crazy, bro. Like,
It's crazy
they
how
really act like this is the end all job for them. Like, you could find something else.
hey, money make you turn a blind eye. And even though we getting on R. Kelly, bro, some of these parents gotta take accountability for that too,
And that's facts.
bro. Because if we being honest, bro, and like God bless the dead, you don't want to ever speak bad on Aaliyah, but her parents pimped her out for money,
That's big
bro.
facts.
First of all, like you know that your daughter is running around with an older guy, like you supposed to nip that in the bud right then and there. And then plus, like getting married, you know about the marriage and all that stuff. He was it was all for money. If you think about it, it was all for money, and it's horrible because it's like, bro, now a lot of these people's lives are ruined just because y'all wanted a couple of dollars.
It's just it's truly saddening. Like how like, but I don't blame all the parents. Like toward the latter end of the series when they was talking about the multiple, like when they're interviewing the multiple parents of the girls that were still in the cult type, escapade with R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really blame them, only because R. Kelly, he's a master of words. So it's like,
He's a great manipulator. He's
yeah.
a great
So it's like
manipulator.
when you have somebody that's telling you all these things, yeah, no problem. We always, yeah, it's never gonna be just us. It's all we're gonna have somebody sit there so we could always communicate. Y'all two could communicate when she's on the road. All that. Yo, you basically sounded like, this man's actually sounded like he could take care of my daughter and at the same time, like, start up a career for her.
And
Even though
it was crazy too. What they had said, they was like, because they was like, it makes you think because he makes songs like "I Believe I Could Fly" and like gospel type songs, and it's like,
Mhm,
how can this man be touching kids or doing crazy stuff? Like
exactly.
he does this on purpose and plays with people's psyches and like flips things. He's a mass manipulator. He's great at what he does.
Like
It's,
he has all of this planned, bruh. Like even with the what's it called? With the sparkle drum.
I was just about to bring her up too. She
Where
she is not low. She had parts to doing that.
I
I
feel
don't
like
feel spark. I
yeah,
don't feel
because
sorry
I
for
feel
Spark.
like, bruh, here's the thing that doesn't make no sense to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
How would you why would you even bring your 14-year-old daughter there, right?
No,
No, I said not
niece.
daughter. Niece. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there you go. You brought your 14-year-old niece there. And when I still have a feeling she knew because one of the ladies, like the background dancer, that kept switching her hairstyle every damn scene in the freaking series. I forgot
Which
her
one?
name. The
The
one
the
that
one.
had the pink blazer.
Oh, Javante.
Yeah, she kept
Mm-hmm.
switching her hair like 2-3 times every scene. I'm like, damn, girl. Anyway,
That was
like,
the one that walked in on the whole Leah thing,
yeah, she walked in on the Aaliyah thing.
which she should have
She
said something
said,
to.
she said that Sparkle was like a mother to her.
Yeah, she's the godmother. She's the godmother of
She's the
Sparkle's kid.
godmother to her son.
Yeah,
So how can you? There's no way that you could be a godmother to somebody's son and you not like that means you always around them to even have that type of impact on them them to call that person your godmother, right?
mm-hmm. No, but Sparkle
So
knew,
it's
and
like
that's the
you
thing.
have to
She
be
said that she
around
knew.
that.
And that's what gets me like this is what perplexes my mind, right? She said she knew, and she was like, I've heard stories and things of that. I knew what was going on, but he never did tried anything with me. So and we were cool. So in my mind I thought he would never do anything to my family. So like he didn't mess with my family. We're good, which is like what? That
That's
makes
still
no sense.
first off, that's selfish as hell. Secondly,
Yes,
that's sick as hell.
yeah.
Thirdly, that's just like what kind of mess? And the thing that makes it sad is like a lot of people do that. Like it's like it's really the thing that makes me mad is how that's really like become like a saying. Like that's like a staple in the black community. As long as me and mine's is good, I ain't got to worry about nobody else. You wonder why we so broken down, bro? Because nobody want to help anybody. Like,
Yeah,
that's the shit that blows me. But we go hold on. We gonna situate it into the black community a little later because we still talking on this R. Kelly thing. But that's just something I just wanted to bring up right there.
yeah. I wasn't believing her when she was doing her crocodile tears, bro. Like, get out my face with that, bro. You've known. Okay. You know for a fact he had sex with a 15-year-old girl. Then you hearing stories because ain't like nobody's around you is telling you. Like you said, Javante is your best friend damn near.
Mm-hmm.
She's seeing everything, and then you got like all this stuff going around. You talking about, oh well, me and him was cool, and he wrote songs for me, and he did my video and stuff like that. And so he wouldn't do that to me. What? He's doing this to everybody that he's close to. What makes you think? And you're dumb as hell. Why would you? First of all, you didn't even blow up as a star yourself. So what makes you think you're gonna bring your 14-year-old niece over to him and be like, "Yo, make her into a star"? No, I'm gonna make a damn sex tape with her. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna make her no star. Like, bro, like you dumb as hell for even putting your niece in that situation. And now, if I'm her, whoever she's related to, that's like her, who's their parent, I'm fighting you every time I see you because you caused this to happen.
Yeah,
You
she even
thought
says there's been such a strain on the family like ever since that whole incident.
like you thought this was gonna help your career and it was gonna help that person's career. No, it didn't help none of y'all. First of all, we didn't know who you was until you got onto the series, and then you saying all this stuff like I said, I'm not trying to blame victims because you don't blame victims, but you played a 75% part in that. You played a big role into that. You brung that's like that's like that's like going to a zoo, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you going into the tiger's den and you bringing yourself in there with what's it called? With like raw ham strapped to you. What you think they're gonna do? They're gonna sit there and look at you? No, they're gonna attack you. Like that was the dumbest thing you could do in the world. Like
I feel like a better analogy for it is like you going to the zoo and you're a zoo trainer.
mm-hmm.
So you training all the animals. The animals love you. These are dangerous animals like tigers, bears, lions, all that. And they not doing anything to you. So you thinking, oh, since they're not doing anything to me, let me bring my kids in here. And then your kids get mauled.
True.
It's like
They're not your kids.
exactly.
Like
They don't know your kids.
word, they
They
know
only know
you.
you. So why would you think it would be the same treatment when they only know you? Like,
True.
what make it's like it really boggles my mind how some people like really be so oblivious. Like,
Bruh,
it,
it's so many people that played faults into even that occurring, and it's just sad because like a lot like those young girls got failed, and people was talking about, oh, he needs to go to jail, this and that, blah blah. He's been doing this for over 30 years. Even in the beginning, when the show first started, he had the Facebook Live, and he was like, "They've been trying to get me for 30 years."
he's
That
like,
shit
y'all
a
should
bit,
have done this 30 years
bro.
ago. It don't matter now.
Yeah, like, bro, he's so arrogant. He knows he's not going to jail. Like, my man. And the thing is, too, another
Yeah.
reason why he's not going to jail, because they were young black girls.
Because of the who?
They were young black girls.
Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
cares when young black girls are crying. Like, and people try to compare, like, oh, well, Bill Cosby went to jail years later on. Who was he messing with?
The white ones.
Exactly. He was messing with white women. They
If
gonna
these
care
were,
if
bruh,
they gonna
if
care if
Aaliyah
Becky and
was
them having
white,
tears and stuff like that. Little
if Aaliyah,
Chandra and all them, they don't give a damn what they doing. Like they don't care. So it's like he's not going to jail for this. First of all, they have video evidence of him peeing on a girl and pissing in her mouth and still didn't go to jail. They said, nah, the nigga's not guilty. So what makes you think he's going to go to jail now? When they had videos and everything on him years ago. Boondocks even told you that nigga's never going to jail.
it's just, it makes no sense, man. If Aaliyah was white, this would have been stopped so long ago.
Oh, definitely.
It
Definitely.
would have been stopped so long. This man would have been in jail. We would even
Bro,
be talking about
he
this.
wouldn't have
We
even
wouldn't
did
even hear about them
that
these
TV show with her.
bangers. We wouldn't even hear these bangers. Like, honestly.
Bro, my thing is, bro, the nigga was on an album cover of well, oh my god.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
I'm just so confused, like that I can't even get words out. Like, bruh, he was on the album cover in the background, in the shadows, in the abyss. And y'all
with
telling
the
me,
same with the same vest you've been wearing for the past
bro,
3
he
years.
wore that vest for 7 years straight. And y'all telling me,
Never
nah,
cleaned
man,
it, man.
nah, he's only on the album cover because he executive produced it. First of all, age ain't nothing but a number, and there's a grown man on the cover. Y'all can't connect the dots right then and there.
Oh my gosh, man.
It took them to have a fake marriage for niggas to be like, oh my God, there's so
And
much
even
going
then,
on here.
niggas wasn't caring. Niggas was just like, oh, word. I mean, she look 18, so we just gonna go with it.
Bro, no.
She
This
look
is
18. She look old enough. She look like she really mature. What? It's a 15-year-old. Hey, she look like she's really mature for age. This is just a one-time thing.
and one
It
thing,
doesn't matter, bro. She's 15. Like, it doesn't matter.
yeah, it don't matter if she look old. I don't damn if she look like Cicely Tyson old, nigga. She 15, she's 15.
It's like, what?
And one thing I say this series, like what happened with the series, a lot of people were getting exposed within there, but like a lot of people who was tweeting and stuff like that, just in general, it's exposing a lot of you niggas as rapey, man. A lot
Exactly.
of these niggas, man, they got messed up consciences, bro. They got messed up thoughts. They y'all sitting here, y'all caping for a child molester, bro. And like y'all saying all these other things, like, nah, they knew what they was getting themselves into, blah blah. Now, don't get me wrong, some people may have known what they got themselves into, but when that's your main argument and main point of attack, and they be like, oh, we've all done stuff with young girls. It's like, no, you niggas is
No,
rapists.
brother, it was only you. It
Yeah.
was only you and your clique. Like,
I am a law-abiding citizen. I like females that's my age. I don't even like girls that's a year younger than me, maybe
even
even
now, I feel
two.
at
So
unease.
like,
Unease.
you niggas, man.
Okay, but I got a question for you though.
Okay.
Do you feel that the girls that have gone through all that they've gone through, do you feel that they have any sense of accountability? Like, do they have any accountability for what happened?
I mean, that's hard to say. That is hard to say because if you think about it, he's been grooming these girls since they was real young.
Mm.
He's getting these girls at 16 years old. Even though you have a mind of your own at 16 and you know a lot and you should be able to decipher what's right and wrong, a lot of people
Mm.
not on the same level at that age. And plus, if you think about it, he's picking girls that he probably deem as vulnerable. So
Yeah.
he probably feels like, oh yeah, I can control you, I can manipulate you. And it's like, I'm not going. They don't get me wrong. Okay, yeah, they do have a sense of accountability because you should know between right and wrong. You should know that this is not normal for an old man to be coming at you. But then again, that's behavior that people have deemed to be, you know, normal. Because even in my high school, it was chicks that I wanted so bad. Like this one chick, I wanted her so bad. I was like, yo, I'm gonna try to holler at her, blah, this and that. She only messed with niggas that was old. Like niggas really would come to high school in cars and pick chicks up or drop them off. And it's like, bro, like this this is not normal. How is me as a freshman, a 14-year-old who ride the bus, how am I supposed to compete with a 25-year-old? A nigga that got an apartment, he got a job, he got money.
They got an apartment.
Like, nigga, my mom is still giving me money for lunch. How am I supposed to compete with these niggas?
It's crazy, bro. Because I'm actually glad that you said that because I was thinking about it, and it was like, as I was writing it down, I initially thought it goes. I initially thought it goes three ways. Mostly accountability is on the man or whoever the
As a
adult
man,
is.
yes, as a man, it's your responsibility to know the
Whether
chick's age.
yeah, whether no, I feel like whether it's a man or a woman, the older one should hold most of the accountability.
Yes.
And
You've been on
then
this earth longer. You know what's going on.
exactly. And then I was saying the girl should hold a little bit of accountability and then the media. But then as I thought about it more, I've I'll come to realize I don't think the girls really can hold accountability. Like,
Explain.
and the only reason is because yeah, these some of these girls that are like, 16, 17, they already got their minds, developing and maturing and they should know right from wrong. I feel it's really the media that puts this stuff in their minds to think it's okay. Like, if you really think about it, one of the main things you constantly see on Twitter, one of the main things you constantly see on Twitter, I need a sugar daddy. Where's my sugar
Wait, I'm
daddy?
gonna stop you
Let me
right
get a
there
sugar.
though.
What?
I'm gonna stop you right there. When people say that though, 9 times out of 10 they're older though. They're not young
No. Here's the
16
thing.
and
Here,
stuff.
listen to me, bro. You do not understand how many young girls are saying that.
For real? Well,
There
that's what
are
you know that I'm
so
not with
many,
that shit
bro.
because I don't follow young girls.
I don't follow young girls either, but I see a lot of people quoting them.
True.
And I look
Okay.
at their profiles and they're like 15, like sophomores in high school. And I'm like, why are you even this one girl in a group chat was showing how her niece was saying that. This girl's 14. This
Yeah.
girl's 14 years old saying this stuff. And I feel like the media has really tried to normalize it. And if you're with, especially for men, especially for young boys, if you get the older chick, you winning. You all
No,
that. If no,
bro.
bro, are you telling me? So you telling me if a nigga it doesn't bag an older chick?
No, he definitely does get praised because I have a friend
Exactly.
that bagged the older chick, and we were like, "Yo,
Exactly.
yeah, we're
When
good."
you bag the
But
older
if you
chick,
think about it
that's
in your psyche, that's not good at all.
that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying the media is putting that into our heads, into
Yeah,
making it seem like it's okay.
they're trying to know.
So I feel like when it's like when you have the media like putting it constantly into your head, older man is the way, older man is the wave, da 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 da. You starting to think, especially when an older man and a man of R. Kelly stature comes to you and is like, "Hey, what's up, girl? Like, how you doing? Here's my number." Obviously, you're gonna be thinking about this nigga got the bag. I'm trying to get the bag. I'm trying to become famous if I'm singing.
You know what comes with that bag, right?
But they're not thinking that.
A bag of piss.
Stop, please stop.
Nah. A golden
But
shower
it's
comes with
like,
that,
but
nigga.
exact, but exactly like they
The lemon
only.
Gatorade comes with that bag.
Oh damn! I'm really thinking of that commercial. I think it's a swang Gatorade. It was really pissed.
Oh
That's
shit!
crazy. Damn.
R.
But
Kelly
anyway,
influenced everybody.
anyway though, what's it called? They not thinking about all that. They thinking about getting money or getting famous any way possible. And I feel like that really, the fact that we just okay a lot of this is the reason why they even fall into that trap because they don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah. But
It's
then
just
that could also play to the parenting too, though. If you
how
think
so.
about it, because it's like, yo, your parents should raise you well enough to be like, this
Exactly.
is wrong. Like, yo, a grown man comes your way, you stay away from that person. Even though people are rebellious and they like, people go out their way to do certain things, but it's like, yo, I feel like that also comes, like I said, it comes back to parenting too. It's like they gotta instill it into you and be into your head. Like, this is not right. Like, it's not
Exactly.
right for a 30-year-old to come to a 16-year-old and be like, yo, you're cute. Like, come ride with me. Like, no, that's not normal. It's not right. It's disgusting. You're nasty.
It's, yeah, like you're right because it also goes into the background and how they're if they are grounded. I feel like if you really just try to like make it seem as if your daughter's career as a singer is one of the most, if not the most important thing in her life, she's gonna try to get it by any means possible.
Yeah.
It's like I feel the parent, and the thing is, I don't even want to make this like an African versus African American type of thing, but I
Mm-hmm.
saw a tweet that was like, we ain't see no African girls in this documentary or any files or anything like that. And it's like, and again, I'm not trying to make this an African versus African American thing, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
when you have that type of like African parents are really strict when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like they're really strict. Like, don't be hanging out with no outsiders. We don't even know what the word sleepover is until like past. We don't know what sleepover is. What's sleepover? Like, no, we don't even know that, man. So I
But
feel
yeah,
like it's
there's black parents that are strict like that too, though.
yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to make it like an African versus
Mm-hmm.
African American thing because it can happen on both sides. I'm just trying to use African parents as a model.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to use them as a model. Where it's like, even though it may seem as like being strict, it's gonna help kids a long like it's gonna help kids so much and they don't even know it.
Yeah.
That's why I be telling every one of y'all, man, that's listening, if y'all about to be a parent or y'all gonna be a parent down the line, be strict. Don't be these kids' friends, bruh. Please do not be these
No,
kids'
you
friends.
should be able to be their
No,
friends,
I'm
but
not. No,
you should be strict on
no,
top of being a friend too.
I'm not
I
being
feel
your
like if
friend,
you have a
your
balance,
parent.
that can help.
No, because you know why? We have friends already. So it's like, why should I even add
Okay,
to be no?
let me not say friend, but your kids should be comfortable to talk to you about certain
Okay,
things.
yeah, but that's
Yeah,
being like accepting and being, open and being like understanding. That's different from being a friend.
yeah.
So it's like it's different roles.
Mhm.
Parents can't also play the role as a friend. That's what I'm saying.
True.
At the end of the day, you gotta be a parent.
Yeah, but you also, like I said, you want your kids to be accepting of you, and you want them to, I can like me, like my mom is not strict. You feel me? Or she's strict to a certain extent, but she's not fully strict to where like I don't feel comfortable talking around her or telling her certain things and stuff like that because it's a
Okay,
difference.
yeah, I mean that's understanding though. I feel like
Okay,
when a
yeah, my
because
mom's
there's
very
certain
understanding.
exactly
Yeah,
when you're very understand doesn't mean you're automatically a friend. It just
true.
means you don't have a cold ass heart.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah, it's a difference
when we
between
think
being friendly and being understanding. Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
I feel like when we think of like friends and stuff like that, like think of parents being friends, we only think of yeah, you just gotta be in my corner when things go bad and stuff like that. No, that's just being understanding. That doesn't mean I'm being your friend. Being a friend is I can literally talk to you any way I talk to you, but you know how I am. You're not doing that with your parents. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah. I feel you.
You're not doing certain things that you do with your friends with your parents. So I feel like when that line is blurred and like you start treating your parents at times as your friends, that's when things just get all hazy and
True.
things can end up for the worst. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey man, I pray for all these kids for real. Everyone that's going through such a thing because it's really it's a very saddening topic. Like
Yeah, definitely
just
praise go out to people who was even on this series and people outside. I know there's people that's probably going through it right now that don't even got nothing to do with R. Kelly. Just people that has to deal with that in general. My heart goes
exactly
out
the
to them.
sexual assault in general or rape in the general or anything like that. But it's like the thing that's really saddening is how there are still girls there. Like
Yeah,
he still got females there,
bro.
like
That's why I tell
vouching
you,
for him.
money is the root of all evil. Money will make you turn a
Man,
blind eye to so much.
it's like
And the funny thing about it, the nigga going broke. So I'm like, how much money he got to make these people even stay with him?
it's just damn. But then again, do you even think he really giving them money like that? I don't think he even giving them
To
money
be
like
honest,
that.
I only think he only gives people money if he needs them to hush. I think he's only giving
Yeah,
out hush money.
he only give them that hush money. He doesn't actually like once they're in that household or messing with him or anything like that. I don't think he really paying you. Because if you
Yeah.
even hear the story about Andrea when he brought her to Florida and then she ran away, she only had 2,500.
Mm.
Like you married to a millionaire, you only have 2,500 with 3 kids. You didn't even have at least 10,000. That means you're not getting any money, bruh.
Yeah.
Like there's no way you can only have 2,500. Like she's not going anywhere. It's not like she's going places,
True.
especially if she's pregnant and you only got 2,500. He not giving these ladies money, bruh.
Yeah.
Like he really just reel them in, and then once they do, like, come on, bro, they can't even. The thing that just it just sickens me. Like they can't even use the bathroom without permission, bro.
Yeah, that's like some okay, now you treating them like slaves now. That's what got me like, bro, that's
Like
sick.
straight
That's
slaves.
sick. They can't even get phone calls from their parents without it being like, oh, you gotta send it through a messenger. Then
You
I'm gonna
gotta
come
go
get them.
through 10 people to get to your daughter, bro.
Yeah, that's where it gets to a
Like,
point where like, yeah, this is definitely like some slave shit going on. This is not no regular like, oh, I'm chilling with a celebrity. No, nigga, that's a master.
you know it's a master because they can't call him anything else but daddy.
Yeah, now that was
They
some
can't
sick
even
shit
call
too,
him Robert, bro,
bruh. They can't even call the nigga Kels,
or sir. Not
bruh.
even sir.
The
It
nigga that
gotta
made
be.
the case and then made ignition. How do I Nigga,
Oh.
how do I let Ignition go? Yo, Ignition came on like on shuffle like 2 days ago, bruh. And I'm just like, bruh, I wanted to groove so bad, but it's just like it was hurting inside, bruh. I'm just like, no, like this nigga really beat a case and made Ignition, bro. He
No,
went
I think
straight to the studio.
he made it during the trial.
He made it during the trial, even
Yes.
worse.
Because he got freed on bond, and that's when he dropped Ignition, and that's when he
How
dropped Toxic.
how can a man that made Happy People be fucking so many people's life up?
He the only happy person in his life, man. It's just and the thing that made me like so mad was like when they was playing his songs in the documentary or the series, whatever. I was like, I automatically just started grooving, like in this and this. I was like, oh,
Bruh.
stop.
Yo, you know what made me so sad, bro? One of my favorite Biggie songs in the world, bro. He's like on 75% of the song. On Fucking You Tonight, like he has a whole solo on the song. And I'm just like, ugh!
Like I can't even listen to no Mr. Biggs and Kells
Yo,
feud
nah,
anymore.
no bullshit. The funniest thing I seen was like, bro, they was like, Mr. Big should have killed that nigga when he had the chance. I was dying, bro.
Hey, yo.
It was like, he should have killed that nigga when he had the chance, bro. I was crying, bro.
He killed that nigga.
Bro, but that's just sad, though. Like, and then on top of that, bro, one of Michael Jackson's greatest songs is about a 17-year-old girl having a miscarriage. If that's not some sick shit, it's like, bro, you can't separate his music from him now. Cause like he's putting his inspiration. What you say?
That was really like my only argument before this whole thing.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
was my argument.
Man, you gotta separate the music from the person. You know, he made this in different grooves. Like he wasn't in this mindset. And then I'm listening, I'm watching it. I'm like, I can't. And it's like the thing is like it's hard. Like, of course, it's hard. Like, damn, bro, because he's really a lot of his songs have been in big moments in my life, and I think that's just in general. Like, what people are thinking, his songs have been like big moments in my life, whether it's like a marriage or a graduation or something like that. But I feel like I just gotta disconnect myself from it, mainly for like the respect. Cause like just in respect of all the people that he's assaulted and just people that have been sexually assaulted in general. Cause it's like, cause like even though in your mind you're listening to the songs, cause it's like it reminds you of a certain moment. At the end of the day, it's like
you have to let that go.
Yeah,
bruh.
Cause it's like you still helping them in one way or another.
Bro, this was two things that had got me. Okay. I seen something. They was like, he met Aaliyah when she was 12, right?
Yeah.
He has an album that came out that same year called 12 Play. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. He met her at 12. That same year, he created 12 Play. Now, I don't know if there's a correlation to that, but just that alone, just like, wait, this man might be an evil genius. He's a sick genius. And then on a song on 12 Play, he has a lyric that says, and once you see the D's, oh, you're going to want to freak me. Only if you're old enough, baby. 18 and over or 16 and under.
Wait, he said that?
Yes.
What?
He said, and once you see the D's, oh, you're going to want to freak me. Only if you're old enough, baby. 18 and over or 16 and under. Oh, but how I wonder. Damn, I like.
No one questioned that lyric? Like,
bro, I guess it wasn't a popular song that people knew, but I'm like, he told you right then and here, he either likes you 18 and over or 16 and under. No 17-year-olds are allowed.
He really just excluded every 17-year-old. He was like, that's the only age I ain't
But he got a 17-year-old pregnant. That's the crazy part about it.
Jesus, this man was really plotting this whole thing. Like,
bro, who let this slip through the cracks?
Us.
Yeah. It's funny. It's like if a nigga make good music, we don't care.
Hence rap music.
Yeah, man.
Niggas commit. Niggas caught 30 bodies. But he rap, hey bro, the beat hard. Hey man, the beat hard, man. He ain't tripping. Future going through all the pains and breakups and ruins. Hey man, the beat hard,
But
man.
you
We
know,
don't care
people
about what
try
he
to make
talking
that same argument though, right? They was like,
about.
we still support rap music when they talk about killing people, selling drugs in our community and stuff like that. But once R. Kelly touches little girls, it's like we cancel him, which you should because that's fucking disgusting. But I don't feel like is that even a valid argument to try to compare? Because a lot of times the people be lying in their raps. Like even if some people really did do it, a lot of people lie in their raps. But you talking about only if you're old enough, baby, 18 and over, 16 and under, you're
Yeah,
telling the truth about this.
I feel the only reason, like, I mean, that's a cool argument to have. The only reason I would say that it wouldn't make that much sense is because, like you said, people be lying, and it's like it's known in the industry to make the part. So it's like it's kind of like you're being a caricature of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And R&B is known to take from real life elements.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's two different genres completely. Like not completely, but R&B and rap is more artificial. R&B is really talking about like what you trying to do, like what you actually feeling. That's really the main part of R&B is to tell how you're feeling, to tell what you're going through, to tell what you're trying to do. Rap is just trying to flex, really.
I'm just upset that we really let this man go 30 years with doing this, and he just feels invincible. Like we really let this go. Well, I'm not gonna say we, because no, that was another thing. They was like, "How y'all let this go on?" Nigga, when he was doing this, I wasn't even thought of.
Exactly,
Like,
I was even bored.
yeah, I was still in my daddy nutsack. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you niggas back then should have did something.
Exactly,
Like,
man. So we wouldn't even have to hear none of this.
bro, y'all let this go on for 30 years. Streets is done.
Shut up, bro.
Yo, the
Yo,
streets is
Jay-Z's
done.
not giving you a shout out. I don't know why you keep saying this.
I don't care, bro. The streets is done. The streets is done, son.
Jay-Z's not giving you a shout out.
Bro, I don't care, man.
Hey,
It's the
man.
truth.
This is done.
Yo, the streets is done, bro. Like you let this nigga Robert Kelly, bro, fondle young girls for over 30 years and nobody did nothing.
It's right
Bro,
under our noses.
when you was watching the series, bro, tell me why the journalists and the magazine people cared more. They was like, yo, we need to call the police. And everybody else was like, nah, I think we can let this play out.
Because they were trying to do it for ratings, man. They wasn't trying to make any enemies. Even
Bro,
though, like, honestly, at this
it was
point,
two black women. It was two black women in Chicago. I think it's Chicago Sun Times or something like that.
yeah, the
Yeah,
sometimes,
they was
yeah.
saying like, "Yo, we're calling the police. Like, we're not letting this go down." Even when they got the videos, they was like, "Yeah, before we even publish this, we need to let the police know." Like, he was like, "Yo, these girls are young, this and that, blah blah." Even like they went to music execs and was like, "Yo, I think I need to drop him because like this is bad." They like, "Nah, he's more of an asset than a liability."
Yeah,
What?
because it's like, even when Sparkle was talking about, she was like, I heard an exec was like, I don't care if he raped every girl in the nation. If he's making me money, I don't care.
That's disgusting. But
And
hey,
it's like, y'all really let money cloud y'all thoughts to a point where y'all don't even see morals anymore. Y'all don't even see what's sane anymore. Y'all just see the amount. That's really all you see. It's like, bro, I really don't want to be like. That's why I could just never be in any of this industry stuff, bro. Even if I ever, like, hey man, if I ever go big and famous, all I gotta say is the famous Migo line, man. Nigga, I'd rather be rich than famous.
and the thing is though, they saying like, "Oh, he's doing this because he has money. He does this and that." No, money doesn't
No,
change you. Money only makes who you are, magnifies it 20 times more.
exactly,
So even if he wasn't famous, he probably still would be messing with little girls. It would have been on a
exactly.
lower rate. He ain't gonna have no hush money. He'll probably be in jail by now, but he would still been doing it.
Honestly, bro, like even what my dad say all the time. So it's this Nigerian saying that's saying you don't know the real person until he gets rich.
Mm.
That's when you know who really is who. Like that's when you really find out who that person is when he gets rich. Because when you're broke, you don't really have all the opportunities. So you act humble, you act accordingly. But when you get rich, you really see what's going on. Like you really see how that person be acting.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was really him the whole time. He just was too broke to do it.
And I think something that plays a bigger picture into this too, and like they say, like you're not like, well, when I was seeing on Twitter and stuff, they was like, well, people shouldn't really bring this argument up because like it's trying to dismantle or disface what's going on with the young women, and I'm not trying to do that at all. Like I think what their problem should be number one priority is top, but also this also plays into the abuse of young black men and the things that young black men go through on a daily, and they're like how nobody hears our cries. Not saying me personally, but I'm a young black man, so I'm going to say us. Our cries are not being heard. This could have been avoided if people would have listened to him and Carrie and stuff like that. If people would have listened to them, this could have been avoided. They could have got help. They could have got treatment. But nobody cares because they feel like as a young black man, you have to stay strong, and then that you have to have a certain way about yourself. And it's like that's not true. It's like those kids were vulnerable. They got molested. They got touched. They were crying out to people, and nobody cared at all. And it's like not trying to say it, but like trying to. I'm going to say it. Yo, they created that monster.
That's true.
They created that monster. Because if people would have heard their cries earlier, not even heard their cries, if people would just attended to them, told them like, yo, or got them help, we could have avoided this. We could have avoided him hurting all these other people. And that just plays to what it is in America. Like, bro, they don't care about young black men. Well, before you're young black men, first of all, they don't care about women. And then put on top of that, if you're a black woman, that's even worse. But I'm saying, like,
they at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of these, like, that's why he never got really arrested or like got really convicted or anything, because it was happening to black women. That's what I feel. But I'm saying though, also on the same page as that is like, yo, young black men are going through things and nobody's listening. And I'm gonna say it again. They created this monster. They created him. And like, I'm not trying to give him no excuse, because still not an excuse. It's been a bunch of young black men that probably have been touched and never did anything. But also, I'm saying not everybody's the same. Not everybody's going to react the same. Not everybody's going to do the same thing as the next person. So they created this monster into what he did. And it's sad and it breaks my heart because, like, yo, we need outlets. We need people to like, just not even just in general, not even just black men, black women, just black people in general. We need outlets. We need to come out and we need to have things so where we can release and then feel better. Because like, bro, the things that we're going through is the reason why certain things are happening now. But nobody wants to do anything about it. And that's what's really messed up.
No one wants to address it.
Yeah, nobody's trying to address that problem. They only want to address nobody wants to address the cause, but everybody wants to address the effect.
Exactly. The cause is right in front of their face, but when the effect happens, oh my gosh, like this is just so terrible. It's already too late. Yeah. It's already too late. This is a full-grown man we're talking about now.
Y'all should have addressed this when he was 10, getting molested. And it's like, oh yeah, y'all gonna address, like, they're still not even addressing the effect that he's doing now. But still, it's like,
and the thing that makes it worse, I feel like if he does sue Lifetime,
they don't care. They're lawyered up.
Bro, he probably gonna win that case.
How?
Because defamation of character.
I know.
When you make,
they can find a loophole for that, because people have been saying this for years. If anything, he could have sued Dave Chappelle. He could have sued all these other people. Like,
okay, but when Dave Chappelle did, that was a joke. Okay. Like he was he was bringing light to it, but he wasn't bringing it to this magnitude. Like he didn't make a whole hashtag. I mean, of course he couldn't, but he wasn't on the internet doing all this other stuff along with it. It was just a skit. Like other people, when they was talking about it, it's just an article. It's just an interview. This is a whole series. So I feel like that would be their argument. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not saying that because I don't want him to win at all. But like I'm saying, I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
But also, but he's a public figure though, and I thought like once you're a public figure, like boundaries are low key off. So it's like And plus, if these people are really getting assaulted and coming out, how can it be defamation of character if this is really their truth? They're living their truth.
I don't even. It's something like I don't know if I don't even, because I'm probably I'm going to fact check myself. But there's like this type of law where it's like after a certain time that if you break a certain law and you didn't get convicted of it, or
Oh,
you
statute of
didn't,
limitations.
yeah. So basically, after a while, they're like, because they're investigating into the STD one, the STD lady, like the lady that got herpes from him.
Yeah.
They're investigating into that. But the past ones, like the
Wait. The
ones
STD lady, that's the one that she met him at the trial, right?
no, that's not her. That the one.
No, now
That's
that chick, the one who met him at the trial, you really put yourself in. You was 14 going to the trial, and then you decided to mess with him. Like, first of all,
honestly,
this
yeah.
nigga
I
is
feel
on
like that was the
trial.
one. I feel that was the one time where it was like, okay, you have to be held accountable for that.
I
Because
didn't
it's
think
like
she
this
should
man is
have been up
going.
there.
This man is going on trial for child pornography. You are 14 and he tells you to come in a bathing suit.
Yeah.
If you don't like what?
And
I don't care if
this
he
nigga told,
was found
no,
not
she
guilty.
told him that she was a virgin, and he was like, "That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem."
He's like, he had to share the story. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
Like,
It's all good. It's all good.
like, and my thing is like, and she's still a victim. Don't get me wrong, because she was
Yes, of
underage.
course.
But
I feel
I don't
that's
feel
like,
as much sympathy for her because you met the nigga at the case. What do you think he was going? He was going to be friends with a 14-year-old? Oh, you supported me during the case. We're gonna be
no,
good
because
friends.
she was actually 16 when the bathing suit incident happened, and she said, "Oh, I had lied about my age, saying I was 19." So this man, when
She
she
did say
brought
that. You're right.
yeah, when she brought the bathing suit first, so that's why I feel like I can't really have sympathy for that one particular one, because it's like this man went on trial for child pornography. You stood at his trial saying he was innocent. Then he gives you a number and texts you to say, "Come with a bathing suit." Nothing comes off of your mind like, "Huh, maybe this man actually is doing this stuff." Because I'm only 16, but okay, let me just say I'm 19. I go there. I'm doing the bathing suit thing. I start undressing, and then I finally tell him I'm 16, and he says, "And nothing
That's
in your
not
head
funny,
is
but
like, all
yo,
right, let me leave." Like
that
nothing
nigga
in your head is
basically,
like, let me move from this dude.
bruh, that nigga basically told Shorty what they got to do with me.
Like,
She was
come
like, I'm
on, bro.
16. He was like, word.
That's
So
the
what's up?
only one. It's like, come on, you had multiple major red flags, and you literally kept going with it. And it wasn't even like I'm trying to be a singer or anything. You was just a fan.
Hey,
Like you was
man.
really just a fan.
Yeah, you know what that just tells you, bro?
Well, Stan actually, because
Yeah,
if you go to a trial for for child pornography, you obviously a Stan.
yeah.
But
But you
it's
know what that
like,
just tells you, though, bro?
what?
Streets is done.
Shut up.
Hey, man, it
Yo,
all boils down to streets is done, B. Y'all niggas let
if
this
you
man
ever
have
hear
it.
this, please do not endorse this man in in anything that he does. Please do not endorse this man.
Why can't they endorse me?
Huh?
Why can't they endorse me?
Because what I'm about to say about Jay-Z next. Let me stop.
Oh no, we will not talk bad about Jay-Z on this podcast.
Hey
That will not
man.
happen.
Hey
That
man.
will not happen. Hey,
I
it's
don't
The
know if he
Rock.
can brush his shoulder
Oh,
off with this
holla at
one.
me. Streets is done though.
I don't know if he can brush his shoulders off with this one, man.
Hey man, once that Surviving B2K come out, it's cage for everybody.
You know that joint ain't coming out.
Hey man, Surviving Birdman coming out, Surviving B2K. Shoot, they about to have Surviving the Wire We Here podcast. We about to have one.
Huh?
Hmm? Not in a bad way though. No.
All right, guys. So that was the end of the show because clearly this. Oh nah, yeah, nah. We get off that. Damn, I just want to imagine going to the industry to see a nigga like Chris Stokes throwing dick on you. Like,
oh, whoa.
this nigga threw dick on him. Like he really threw dick on his cousin, bruh.
Hey man, he was fingering the shit out them niggas' booty holes.
That nigga said, Marcus, come here. You see this nigga Raz? Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah,
bro.
It's like, oh my god.
And I think Loki, that's another good thing though about that series, that it's getting other people out the paint too.
Yeah, that's what I really
Because
like
we
about it. It's
might
like
as well just get
instead of like,
everybody out the paint.
but see, man, God forgive me, because like I'm really now, I'm really just acting like a hypocrite right now. Because it's like the thing, you see how it's like even what we just did now, bruh, and how when we was talking about surviving B2K, this nigga Raz actually got like molested.
It was funny because the nigga went on Twitter and said he got molested. Niggas laughed at him.
Exactly. This nigga Young Jock said, "No, Chris, no,
That's
bro.
so
I'm
funny,
being
but
looking
it's,
for
it's
it.
the
Like
truth.
what? What?
Bro.
Come on, bro. Like we really be treating this as a joke, but then when it's woman, we take it so seriously. I feel like it's good on the. Of course, it's great on the part to take it seriously for the woman, but it's like now when you joking, when we just constantly joking about a man getting raped,
Then
it's
that
like
makes them not want to even come out and tell it.
yeah, like it discredits the man. It also discourages him and even coming out. It's like, come on, bro. Now they're gonna start thinking now I'm gonna be looked as a bitch and all that stuff. If I even come out as getting raped by another dude.
No, even though I'm making jokes and stuff right now, that's a
Yeah,
real
it's still a
serious.
serious topic. I just make
Yeah.
jokes. That's really it.
Because and to be honest, I'm not making jokes because it's malicious or anything. It's just like sometimes it can be uncomfortable, and it's just like you gotta make jokes to feel comfortable, and it's like, you feel me? You know how they say you gotta laugh sometimes, not to cry. Sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta laugh to get through the uncomfortable. Because like that for a man, that's uncomfortable to tell, but it's just like, yo, it's real. Like it's really going on, and it's like it's sad. It's very sad. But it's like, yo, and my thing is like, yeah, that was bad because he came out and told people, yeah, they all
I
was
got
fucking us, and then
molested.
niggas was just like, y'all niggas gay. like, no, it wasn't like I wasn't doing this willingly, and niggas was like, oh yeah, y'all niggas is gay. Like
he was like, yeah, he molested me. Yeah, he was touching my booty hole and Jay Bug's booty hole, and I was like, you're like, it's and the thing is like.
that nigga Chris
Marcus
Stokes got some
Houston,
shit ring
bruh,
pops. I'll tell you that.
all that came out of this was Hush Money and Marcus Houston saying he got.
Marcus Houston got
That's
anything
really all
on
that
who?
on Raz B.
Why? If he was
Because he was like, Raz B is really trying to like, tear down my name by making this accusation when it never happened.
Bro, did you see the
So he
pictures that
filed a
came out?
restraining order against. Huh?
Did you see those pictures that came out?
Which pictures?
They was on the bed together with
yeah,
underwear
with
and all that
the
stuff. I'm like,
glasses.
yeah,
Them niggas, yeah. And it's just
that nigga, yeah, that nigga Chris Stokes, he got the power gauntlet of Thanos on his hands, bro.
and it's crazy because that nigga don't even got a chin.
Oh,
Like this nigga don't even got a chin and he raping little boys, man.
that nigga Chris Stokes got shit fingers for life.
Oh my gosh. Just straight booty scratches.
Bruh, I know he got a
That's
champion.
really
I know he got a shit championship ring for every finger little boys put his finger in, bruh.
It's like the thing that made me sad though was when Raz B was saying all of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even his own group mates was like, "Nah, that we wasn't doing that. That nigga gay." Like, bro, J Bug and Fizz was like, "Hell nah, we ain't do none of that."
But I mean, we don't know
And
the
like,
truth. Like because maybe Raz was, first of all, if he was getting raped by them niggas, why is he going on tour with them again? That's one thing. And second of all, well, it's based on money because these niggas is broke except for Marion and Fizz probably. But it just boggles my mind because it's like, bruh, we would never get the truth. And to be honest, do we even want to know the truth? There's so much stuff that goes on in the industry. I don't even think we want to know the truth about certain shit.
That's honestly facts. It's like because it's just.
I feel like a lot of people would change.
The only reason I feel like Raz B is telling the truth, at least in some of what he's talking about, is because of the clapback that he got from the people involved. Like this nigga Omarion literally said, "This dude, he's bipolar." He said he was bipolar, and he hasn't been taking his meds. Marcus Houston said he was on drugs. Raz B literally was like, "Bruh, I've never been diagnosed for bipolar in my life. Like, I have no pills for that." Bruh, it was like, niggas will really make any
No, I
excuse.
remember.
And honestly, I don't even trust.
I remember I was watching an interview
What's-
with Omarion on Breakfast Club, and he was talking about, and like they brought it up to him. They was like, "Yo, Raz is coming out saying y'all did this, y'all was doing that, blah blah." And then Omarion was just like, "Why niggas want us to get raped so bad? Like y'all want us to be raped and stuff like that?" And he got defensive, and I'm just like, "Something going on
Honestly,
there."
that's why I feel like, bro, I can't believe Omarion. And only reason, not even only reason, but because like also every time they talk about that situation, he becomes so defensive about it, like angry to a point where he's like, "Oh my gosh, bro, why? Come on, man, y'all want us to get raped?" Da, 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 da. I'm like, bro, you literally could just said that's not true,
Yeah.
and just been it. The fact that you being so defensive about it, something had to happen, and even then. Omarion is a whole ass nigga, so it's like I can't believe
Wait, why
anything
you
that
say
nigga
that?
said. Bro, that nigga betrayed B2K. He's one of the main reasons why B2K is not even B2K anymore. Except for the reunion tour.
What did he
Because
do?
once
What did he do?
Bruh, that was talking in an interview, it was Raspy Fizz, it was everybody but Omarion.
Mm-hmm.
And they was talking about an interview about how they thought they weren't getting enough money because when they were signing contracts, they were still minors.
Mm-hmm.
And what Chris Stokes, and that's the thing that really bothers me about Chris Stokes, because he was doing similar and the same routines and manipulations as R. Kelly. He would isolate them from their parents so they wouldn't have any parental guidance except for him. So he would be signing all their financial agreements and he'll be taking half of their money and then the other half they would have to split 4 ways. And they were talking about how they were getting so frustrated about it. So they were all planning on revamping B2K, but not under his management. They're gonna do it under someone else's management, under their own
That sounds
management.
like what Eazy-E and Ice Cube and them was doing NWA when they didn't want to be with,
See, man, history is repeating
like how they didn't
itself.
want to be
So
because only Jerry used to work with Eazy-E and everybody else was left out.
exactly. So it's like they was like, all right, we plan on making a B2K under our own management. Well, I guess Chris Stokes found out about it, and then Chris Stokes, they said he sent them to a location, and the whole time, and then when they got to the location, this one dude, one of their associates, came out of nowhere and was like, he was like, bro, we just been spending the last 8 hours blackballing y'all niggas. Y'all not doing this no more. And then he pointed to Omarion and said, Omarion, he's the one that's gonna make it big. We only riding with him. Y'all niggas is done. So basically Omarion really just backstabbed these niggas. And it just went, that's why he went solo.
Wow,
He's the only one that successfully went solo.
that's
Because he
bad.
was like, all right, bro. It was like, I'm done with y'all niggas. Like, we ain't doing this. So it was like, bro, we never even quit our B2K, bro.
Wait.
They was literally the LaToya Luckett of B2K. They never quit. They just was done.
It's funny how we went from Surviving R. Kelly to B2K.
I know, right?
Yeah, but
It's like,
that's I never do that. That's crazy.
exactly, bro. Crazy things you learn, man. It's just a lot of secretive stuff that just be going on, man. It's like when you really be finding out like what's going on, you like, bro, I was looking at it everything just the wrong way and all that stuff, bro. And that really makes me think, like, that I should really get herpes from those other people that was accusing them of
Okay,
herpes.
this is where we end the show.
Hey, man,
We're going
just
we're going
saying.
to end the show right there. I'm not getting.
Diddy never got tested, bro.
Hey, I'm not going to. I'm actually going to cut that off when we get on air.
Hey, yo,
I'm cutting that off because I'm not getting chased. I'm not going to be followed in no black
Diddy
van.
not going to chase us.
I'm not getting followed.
He's just gonna be smiling with his kids,
bro. I'm not getting followed in no black van and people like telling us to shut up or they're gonna hurt us. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna cut that off.
They're gonna send you demon emojis.
Hey man, so just disregard the last 2 minutes of what Mike just said. But
all I'm saying, man, is hey, if I'm 15 and I walk into a party and nobody got clothes on, I don't think I'm at the right party. That's all I'm saying. That's all
you might
I'm
be right
saying.
about that. You might be right. You might be right.
Sheesh. What was his real confession? Let's ask our.
Okay. All right.
What was his real confession?
Okay.
Where's part 3?
Yeah, Mike needs to be stopped. But yeah, this is the Why We Here podcast. Unfortunately, we have to leave. But
Usher, we feel you, brother.
I don't even remember how
they
Josh
can't lock
says
you
it,
down
yo.
forever, man.
This episode is gonna be too funny because like we're messing up at the end of it, but I don't even care. I'm not even gonna edit this shit out. But unfortunately, we have to leave. Did you ever figure out why you were here?
Yo, Usher gonna make a tell-all book.
Oh
man.
my God! Stop, please, please stop.
No, I honestly pray Usher doesn't make a tell-all book, bruh. Because if he makes a tell-all book, that nigga disappearing. It's just happening. He's disappearing. Just know that.
Well, people, y'all might not be able to come back next week because we probably not even gonna be here no more.
Hey, yo, just know we disappearing. We probably wrote a tell-all book.
I'm not writing shit. But nah, people, come back next week and come kick it with us. I don't know what John says because I'm scared now. So,
hey, yo, man. Hey, man, we praying for protection. God gonna protect us, man.
Hey, man, he better because
all I know,
I gotta go back to school, man.
All I know is if I get a red letter in the mail and it be like from D, I'm not opening it. Just know that. If I see 3 guys in my driveway, just know, man, I ain't coming out the house.
Hey, man. We catch y'all next week, man. Just remember, y'all, streets is done. Yo, the streets is done.
Streets is done.
Peace, y'all.